welcome to our show. If you've ever wanted to be an author, you're definitely going to want to watch this show. You've often heard me talk about the book Nurses on Our Own, where Joy Smith-Catterson and myself, Karen Gibson, were profiled by Patricia Skalka. And this book went into print with St. Martin's Press back in 1982, and then it went into print in paperback by Avon, and was even optioned for a TV movie, of which we now have the rights returned to us. It's called Nurses on Our Own at this point. It was originally On Our Own by St. Martin's Press, and it's actually the story of Joy Smith-Catterson and I starting the first independent nursing practice corporation in the United States, and our trials and tribulations all the way from the hospital to the courtroom. So it might be something that you're interested in reading. It also demystifies medicine in some ways. Then we also have Ann Schwab here, and she's going to be talking about her book, which is, she's a certified financial planner, correct, Ann?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to be talking about that. And then Patricia Skalka has a new book, and it's called Death Stalks Door County. And Ann's book is Money Matters Made Simple. So I'd like to introduce you to them. You've heard me mention Pat Skalka many times on many of the shows about the book Nurses on Our Own. Okay, so thank you for joining us. First of all, we have Ann Schwab. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you, Karen. It's great to be back.
And you've had experience also in publishing a women's magazine, so
Yes.
we'll talk a little bit about that too in
Yes.
the past, okay? And Patricia Skalka, as I said, she has been mentioned many times on the show because of her affiliation with Joy Catterson and I. So thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here, Karen.
So I want to talk to you both about, maybe we'll start with you, Pat. You had a book originally way back when on skiing, right?
Yes.
And how
Yes,
did
I
that come about?
That came about just by knowing the people who were starting a small publishing company in the city of Chicago, or the Midwest actually, and they approached me about doing a number of different things, and that was the one we settled on. So I wrote that for them while I was doing other freelance work.
So let's talk about what some of your freelance work was.
Oh, I was a staff writer for the Reader's Digest for about 20 years. I did a lot of human interest stories, medical stories. I also wrote for other magazines like the Ladies' Home Journal, Glamour, some of the national publications, and did human interest in women's issues for them.
And you even got us in People magazine.
I did. I certainly did.
That was a pretty interesting thing. They did 35 rolls of pictures of Joy and I over a week's time from 7 in the morning till midnight, 5 days. And then they called up before the article came out and said, "We want some more pictures of you." I said, "Oh." I think I had gained 5 pounds anyway, and I wasn't going to let them do it. But it was very interesting to be in People magazine. And to this day, it's on the internet. If you Google that, that story is there. So, okay, and Ann, how did you start your writing career?
Well, it was kind of by accident. I've had several different careers over the